First two sections, it's 1.4 and 1.5. I can identify proportional relationships from tables and graphs. And then the first blank we need to fill in says two quantities are, and this is proportional, if they have a constant ratio, so if y divided by x is always the same or if the unit rate is always the same. So the first example says Andrew earns $18 per hour mowing lawns. Is the amount of money he earns proportional to the number of hours he spends mowing? Explain and graph the relationship. For this example, earnings will be y and time is x. X is always your independent variable and y is the dependent variable, and since how much you earn depends on how long you've been working, this one's dependent, this one's independent. So we'll do y divided by x. 18 over 1 is 18. 36 over 2 is 18. 54 over 3 is 18. And 72 over 4 is also 18. So since the ratio is the same, this is proportional. So is the amount of money he earns proportional? We'd say yes. The ratio is always $18 per yard. Then we want to graph it. And when we graph it, we want to label our graph. So this will be time in hours. And I'll label 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on my axis. I should have left more space here. This is earnings in dollars. And I have to go up to 72, so I'm going to go by tens. I'm going to go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then we'll plot our points. When x is 1, y is 18, so almost to the 20. When x is 2, y is 36, so almost to the 40. When x is 3, y is 54, so halfway between the 50 and 60, a little below halfway. And when x is 4, y is 72. Then we'll connect our dots to make a line. Okay, then we'll do number 2. At Lakeview Middle School, there are 2 homeroom teachers assigned to every 48 students. Is the number of students at the school proportional to the number of teachers? Explain, create a table and a graph to represent the relationship. So, there are 48 students to every 2 homeroom teachers. So if there were 4 students, there would be 48 times 2, which is 96 students. Sorry, if there were 4 teachers, that'd be 96 students. And if there were 6 teachers, there'd be 48 times 3, which is 144 students. And then let's divide these two to see if they're proportional. 48 divided by 2 is 24. 96 divided by 4 is 24. And 144 divided by 4 is 24. So is this one proportional? Yes, because the ratio is always (24) students per teacher. Then I'll have to graph this. So I'm going to put teachers on the X, and I should have left more room for the graphing. This is going to be teachers. And I'm going to label it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this is going to be students. And I have to go up to 144, so I'm going to go by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. And then 2 would be at 48. 4 would be at 96, so almost at 100. And 6 would be at 144. It's right about here. And then I connect my dots to make a line. Oops. That line is not very straight. I probably should have used a ruler. Okay, number 3 says Uptown Tickets charges $7 per baseball game ticket plus a processing fee order. Is the cost of an order proportional to the number of tickets ordered? Explain and then graph the relationship. So this will be x and this will be y. Let's divide. 10 divided by 1 is 10. 17 divided by 2 is 8.5. So I already know this is not proportional because the ratio isn't constant or the same. Then I still have to graph. So I'm going to do tickets down here, cost over here. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll go by 5s here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, 1 ticket is $10. 2 tickets is $17. 3 tickets is $24. And 4 tickets is $31. And then I'll connect my dots and make a line. So that one's not proportional. And then we're going to do just one more graph, number 4. Number 4 says at the beginning of the year, Isabel had $120 in the bank, and then each week she deposits $20. So she had $120, plus after the first week, 20 more, so that'd be $140. Then she adds 20 more, $160, and then 20 more, $180. So let's divide to see if it's proportional. 140 over 1 is 140. 160 over 2 is 80, so we already know it's not proportional, and 180 over 3 is 60. So definitely not proportional because the ratio isn't the same. And then we'll graph it. I'm going to put weeks here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.